So we're now off with our men's 55 plus 5,000. We have 13 entrants in this race. From Victoria, Peter Russian and Stephen Murphy, Jeff Gray of the ACT, Alvin Johns of Tasmania, Scott McGill of Victoria, Peter Brown of the ACT, Mark Carey, Victoria, Peter Cowell of Victoria, Mike Blaney of Victoria, Bruce Graham of the ACT, Brian Mackey of New South Wales, Michael Ryan of Victoria, and Ian Newey of Victoria. So already we see Bruce Graham of the ACT get right to the front. We saw him run a fantastic 10,000 on day one, a fantastic 1,500 yesterday, and look, he's back for more. So once he's completed this race, it'll be over 10 miles worth of running at this championship. A superb effort. Mike Blaney, 2 in the 1,500 yesterday. So he's sitting in second position, wearing the Victorian colours. So just the one age category in this race, which means just one national crown and one set of medals. Bruce Graham going right after that early on. We'll have a look at the clock as he gets his 800 split. So 2:39. So a good pace being set here early by Bruce Graham. So 3:18 through the first kilometre. Very good pace, right on about 16:10. Peter Russian of Victoria. He's in third place. Peter Cow, the other Victorian, sitting in fourth. Then back to Mark Carey. And then a duo of ACT athletes, Jeff Gray and Peter Brown, sitting right with him. So Bruce Graham of the ACT all out on his own at the moment, continuing to tick off those 80-second laps though, maintaining a consistent pace. And at this stage, no signs of fatigue in the legs after a 10,000 and 1,500 already in this competition. Blaney still in second, Russian there third. Peter Cow, though, trying to close that gap and get a hand on one of those medals. Our duo from ACT, Brown and Gray working well together, but it looks like Carey starting just to bridge a bit of a gap. So he'll be in a difficult position on his own just at the moment. So Graham maybe slowed up just a little bit. But at this stage, that doesn't matter too much because if he can keep this effort up, it looks like he'll take home a national crown nonetheless. Mike Bellany comfortably in second, but ticking off a lap, Brian Mackey, Ian Newey, and Steve Murphy. So Peter Russian currently in third place, but watch out because Peter Cow has quickly closed the gap, and before too long will be right on his tail. Will he sit and tuck in, or will he quickly go around and assert his dominance and his interest in taking home the bronze medal in this 5,000? So Bruce Graham still running strong. Slowing up potentially just a little bit on those first couple of laps. You can't ease up too much because Mike Bellany of Victoria is still running strong in second position. Graham of the ACT probably has about 80 metres on Bellany at this stage. But still just a little under 3 kilometres remaining. The most exciting battle at this stage looks to be for the bronze medal though. Russian and Cow, both of Victoria. They're about to pass our lap scorers for 7 to go. So Mackey and Newey crossing the line now. The little ACT duo we saw working well earlier. Looks as if they split up. Gray wanted to go out on his own, but Peter Brown might not be done with just yet. So they'll be battling it out for bragging rights on the plane back home to Canberra. Continue though to be very impressed by this performance by Bruce Graham. Running a very strong solo effort after already 2 magnificent performances at this championship. So Bellany going through with 6 to go. So Russian and Cow stride for stride at this stage with 6 to go, battling it out for that bronze medal. Cow sitting just on the inside of Russian's left shoulder, has moved up onto the right shoulder, so maybe this is his way of saying, I'm here, I'm feeling good, watch out. So 2 kilometres remaining now for Bruce Graham of the ACT. A very commanding lead on this field. Mike Bellany, though, continues to run strong in that silver medal position, just crossing through the lap scorers now. So this will be 6 laps to go. And the battle for the bronze medal still shaping up to be very exciting. Peter Russian maybe got plenty in the back pocket. Cow continuing, though, to lurk dangerously right on his heels. Jeff Gray of the ACT now bridged a little bit of a gap over his teammate Peter Brown. So Bruce Graham now over on the back straight. He's probably stretched his lead out to about 100 metres now. Looks over his shoulder. He can be confident that if he can maintain this, he'll take home another national crown. So Russian and Cow, both of Victoria. 4 laps to go for them. Still can't separate them whatsoever. Bruce Graham now going past his ACT teammates, encouraging them to keep going. Great to see some distance prowess coming out of Canberra at these championships. Sean Crichton particularly impressive in the 10,000 on day one. But Bruce Graham certainly doing the ACT proud at the moment. He's got about 100 metres on Bellany of Victoria in the silver medal position, so a kilometre to go for Bruce Graham. So 3 to go for Russian and Cow, and neither of them giving up an inch. So 2 laps to go now for Mike Bellany of Victoria in the silver medal position in this race. If you turn your eyes over to the back straight now, the 200 metre start, you'll see Bruce Graham moving along very swiftly. 600 to go for him. No doubt in my mind he'll be taking home another national crown. But the big question at this stage is who will be going home with the bronze medal. It does look as if Cow's now edged himself in front of Russian. Will this be the make or break move, or does Russian have something else in store for us? So Cow maybe using Graham a little bit, but it'd be very difficult to stick with Bruce Graham over this final lap because he is flying. So about 130 to 140 metres is the distance between Bruce Graham and Mike Bellany. They're our first two athletes in this field, but with 600 to go, the bronze medal still shaping up to be a very exciting battle. Cow's gone into the lead just a couple of metres ahead, but he has not shaken Russian just yet. But in the meantime, a huge round of applause is deserving for Bruce Graham, who absolutely accelerates into this final stretch. An amazing championship for Bruce Graham. A fantastic performance in the 10,000, a national crown in the 5K, and a national crown in the 1,500. 16:59, so he's gone under 17 minutes. Bruce Graham, take a bow. That has been a superb performance, over 16 kilometres in the legs at this championship. We'll go down to Justin in just a moment. But Mike Bellany deserves a round of applause as well because he's run a fantastic race. I'm curious to see what's going to happen over on the back straight because the battle for bronze is well and truly on. So keep your eyes posted on that battle while we cross down to Justin, who'll have a chat with Bruce Graham, our national champion of the men's 55 plus 5,000 metres. Down to you, Justin.
Bruce, congratulations. An outstanding run. You went straight to the front. You knew the pace you were aiming for. You just tipped under 17 minutes, was it? Yeah. Was that a target?
It's not too bad. I think we've calculated the wind's about 3 seconds a lap, roughly. Might get a little bit down the home straight, but it's tough days out there.
And you've already backed up after, this is your third race for the weekend. You're obviously in great nick. Have you got a winter marathon or a winter half planned?
No, I'll go cross country tomorrow, which is my main event, and see if I've got anything left for that. And then a half marathon in 3 weeks, roughly 3 or 4 weeks. And then I'm going to France for 5 weeks. So I'll be training hard there for next year.
Fantastic. It sounds like a good way to spend your winter. Congratulations, Bruce.
So that battle for bronze did shape up to be a very exciting finish. Peter Russian exploding on the home stretch. We see him now on his hands and knees at the finish line. Worthwhile because he'll be going home with a bronze medal. It sure was an exciting battle between Peter Cow, Peter Russian. They were both stride for stride much of the race, and it looked as if Cow might have had the better over him over the last 300, but Peter Russian had something in the back pocket. And we'll go home with a bronze medal. Over on the finish line, Alvin Johns, now of Tasmania. So the next event on the track will be the men's 50 plus 5,000, a huge list in this field. But before we can cross over to that, we will need all our lap scorers for that men's 50 plus 5,000. We're running a little bit behind time at this stage, so if we can get some lap scorers, that'll help us jump back on schedule. And then we'll take off with next of our 5,000, which thus far have been quite exciting. Some great performances, and wonderful to see so many athletes backing up after already running 10,000s or 1,500s or steeplechases.